Hello, everyone. We're live here with Eastern Michigan defensive lineman Ville Valasti. Ville, I appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us. How's everything going?
Hey, everything's going good so far here at Ypsilanti. Enjoying the day off. Our team is traveling to New Jersey, playing against Rutgers Big Ten school. So as far as some of the listeners and viewers know, I'm not allowed to participate in the first 5 games. Reason behind that would be the NCAA, National Collegiate Athletic Association, which is we have some paperwork issues with them, and now there's a reason why I'm sitting out the first 5 games.
Ooh, yeah. It's unfortunate, but it's just more motivation to get it going once you get on the field.
Definitely, coaches are talking a lot about about the games every week. Like, hey, it's going to be 3 more games, it's going to be 4 more games, and really, really excited to get back in and start playing football again.
Nice. So to let everyone know, where you're from, Ville?
So I'm from Helsinki, Finland. Started playing out with Helsinki Wolverines back in 2012 with men's Division II team. Ended up going under coach Mark Garza, who recently passed away. Condolences to the family. To the men's team, and eventually built myself up to the men's national team and played around with the Helsinki Roosters.
Yeah, and then after Helsinki, you made your way to junior college, and you played down there at Ville Valley College. That's a junior college in California. Can you tell us about that experience and about that journey?
Yes, sir. So just going back 5 years, pretty much told my mom after the first football practice that I ever was that I will start playing football and I want to go as high as I probably can. Honestly, the dream was to go to play D1 football and see the experience of what it feels like to play in front of a big audience. I tried to build up some connections within that 5 years. I asked a lot of help from previous guys who went the college path in D3s, D2s, in NIA schools. And we tried different options, and we ended up having a couple of D3 schools that were really interested in taking me in their program. But the financial part was really, really hard to figure out. So I wanted to take the path to go to junior college. And one of my good friends who was playing for Colorado Buffs, Chris Malumba, is right now he's playing for the Buffs, and he helped me out with the junior college path last year, and he set me up with head coach Mike Dar, and talked with him. He liked my film, and he was like, "Hey, we really need you down here to fill in some boots. We lost some starters." And then I went to California for 1 year, and then I ended up here at the EMU.
Nice. So for everyone who aren't aware, junior college football is another option that you can do after high school, where you have 2 years. You have 3 years to play 2, and after that, you can transfer to a 4-year institution. So, and at Ville Valley, like you said, you were there with Chris. Go Buffs! I got to mention that. and he just played. They played their game last week and pulled out the W, and he was very active on the field. And yeah, so. Tell us about now. You played at DVC. You got the job done. What was some keys or some successful things that you did to get to that next level? Because everyone thinks you just go there, you play a little bit, and then coaches like your film, and then you move on and get a scholarship. Can you tell us some of the things, some of the hard things that you had to do going the junior college route? The weight room, adjusting to going to the weight room every day, going to classes every day, and things like that.
So junior college in general was probably one of the toughest things I ever had to go through in my life. I'm 23 years old. I went through military and done a lot of things in my life, but definitely junior college was an experience that I'm highly grateful of. It is not easy, especially for kids who go to California junior colleges. Some of the guys know, some of the junior colleges give scholarships, which is pretty much the same as they do it in 4-year level. But in California JUCOs, you're not allowed to have a scholarship. So everything you do, from classes, paying classes, to participation in sports, have to be figured out by yourself. And once again, the financial situation was really bad. So that 1 year, you have to pay out-of-state tuitions for your classes and all of that. You don't have housing options, which is really really interesting, because in California you have really really expensive housing options. So what we ended up doing was 3 of the out-of-state guys, me and 2 of the state guys, ended up living under the same roof in a 2-bedroom apartment. So there were 6 to 7 people living at a time, sleeping on the couches, sleeping on the floors. Some of them were sleeping in the bedrooms. So it was really hectic, but you learn a lot of like new things when you go through that.
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself.
Definitely, yeah, and you learn to appreciate your own personal space too.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about the weight room, the classroom, the academics part. Like it's more on the football side. What were some keys to success for you to get a Division I scholarship? Because coming internationally and going to one of the top junior colleges and just playing 1 year and getting a scholarship is very, very difficult. What were some keys to success for you?
Definitely everything starts from yourself. Like if you're planning to go in the States, you gotta have your mind set up in a way that you're gonna get out in 1 year, no matter what. The biggest difference in junior colleges, nobody's asking you to do anything except to come to the practice. Everything outside, running, weightlifting, everything that is like the size on the football, you have to figure that all by yourself. Coaches are not telling you what to do. If you really want to be successful on the field, you go work out with your teammates off the field when no one is looking. Exactly. That was definitely the part that me and Chris, for example, during the summer, we really put like a lot of energy and like a lot of hours to practice in our own.
Yeah, because a lot of guys say they want to play big time football or just college football. It doesn't matter, but they're not willing to put into work, and that's awesome to hear that you and Chris were doing the extra things, outside of what your coaches asked you to do.
Definitely, yeah. We had a slight workout program, but what we ended up doing is like going to local gyms and work out with players who were trying to get a scholarship to some of the teams. We used to work with the guy who used to work in the biggest gym, or like a UFC gym, and we would go out there and work out like every day if our weight room was not open. Our head coach was in charge of pretty much everything, starting from handing out jerseys and player packages and all that. So you really have to put extra time for yourself. You really want to make it out in 1 year in junior college.
Yeah. So now being there at EMU, you got the scholarship, your dreams are coming true. Unfortunately, you got to sit out some games. But what would you say is the biggest difference being there at EMU than the junior college route? And how are you? And just tell everyone, how are you adjusting right now?
So definitely the biggest part from transition to junior college to EMU or any like FBS program, I think it's the time, freedom, and everything that is set up for you. Like I told you, junior college is like you really have to figure out your own schedule and got to be disciplined about it. Here at D1 and EMU, everything is on schedule. So starting from the breakfast, from the study halls, office hours, meetings, practices, weightlifting, everything is on a schedule, and you have to just follow that on a daily basis. I think it's really helpful. Really like something I dreamed of. I really hope that I would have a coach that would help me out with weightlifting and all that. I really hope that I had a coach that I would get consistent teaching and coaching on and off the field. So definitely that's the biggest part. Another thing is the intensity in Division I. Everyone is competing on starting jobs. Compared to junior college, you have some maybe below average athletes. Now in D1, you have pretty much
everybody's good.
Everybody's good, and everybody's really good at what they do. So you really have that high level of competition in your team.
Also, we noticed, I was looking through the roster, and I see you guys have a bunch of guys that are from international places. You got a punter from Canada. You've got a big Steve Nielsen. He's from Denmark. You got Yannick over there. He's playing offensive line as well. Can you just tell us, how's it feel to see those international guys there on your team as well?
Yeah, definitely. International guys are really they have a really fun role here. I think EMU has done a lot of extra work putting on to get some international players for the program. As MAC is one of, well, I say MAC as a conference is not that big, so recruiting is fairly hard for get those like 5-star players and all in that. Now they start seeing potential in, for example, European guys who are willing to come and play for the program, and definitely internationals are like one of the hardest working, toughest people out here because we have so much more. Well, not more, but we have so much like to give for the programs.
Mm-hmm.
That's in general.
Would you say as an international guy, you got like a chip on your shoulder? You got to prove that you belong there.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I keep telling guys. Like, oh, I only play football for 5 years, and really learning the game. But what's good thing is happening fast. I'm not really trying to struggle with anything new. Just trying to get in adjusted quickly, and definitely trying to show my guys that hey, I'm the guy. I'm here for a reason.
Yeah, and Big Steve he's starting, right? He's starting on the offensive line.
Definitely, yeah. Steven had a really good last year too. He didn't start, but he took some downs with the second string, and this year he's starting out, and he's probably one of the best O-linemen we have right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Shout out to Denmark producing some beast up there. Also, let's see. What would you tell guys who aspire to go to the States and play either high school football or college football, junior college football? What would you tell them that they really need to focus and work on?
Definitely be consistent off the field. There is going to be a huge transition for what you are going through. So do what it takes, do whatever it takes to be top athlete forever. If it's your own position or whatever, they might end up changing you like they did some of our guys. Some of the linebackers got shifted to defensive ends, and what it does is just to keep your overall athleticism on pace and just trying to be as much coachable as possible. Something about time, just start the recruiting. I would say just trying to build as much and as many connections as you can with the guys who are already in college, because that was the biggest key for me to get into the college. I had a lot of friends who went that path, and I just constantly trying to hit them up and trying to ask, how is it out there, what I got to do, and just to perform and be at my best. But definitely put a lot of time on your own work. That's the main thing that you're going to learn, that it will carry through. If you do it on your own, then it is easy to do when someone else asks you to do it too.
That's awesome, man. I just want to tell you guys are a huge inspiration to all the international guys. Seeing you guys on TV on Saturdays is just awesome, and it's going to be sooner rather than later that we see a lot of you guys playing on Sunday as well. So keep it up, keep fighting the fight, man, and we're all proud for you and rooting for you on this side.
Definitely.
And let's talk about this. It's a big weekend for you guys. First of all, for you back there in Eastern Michigan, you guys are playing against Rutgers. Big time game. You guys got an opportunity to knock off a Power 5 team. How do you guys feel about going into that game?
Definitely a winnable game. We spent a lot of time watching the guys who we were playing against, and obviously big 10 school, Power 5 school. But last year was not their year, and I definitely feel like we have a really good shot at them this year, both on offense and defense.
And then also not only over there but over here as well, your former team, the Helsinki Roosters, they're looking for a 6-peat. How do you feel about that?
Hey, that's going to be exciting. Really, really hoping that my team is going to pull it off and get that 6 on the records. It's definitely been a program that has helped me personally a lot in the previous season that I played. Coaching, just what I like about the whole organization is so structured and everything's on the same page, understand what it's all about, and definitely the closest thing to professional football that I've been to was with the Helsinki Roosters after coming here.
That's awesome. So, man, we appreciate you taking the time and speaking with us. You have anything else you want to say to the young guys out there that are looking up to you?
Hey, just anything. If anything comes up, just search my name from the Facebook and hit me up. I'll be open to most of the times. There are a lot of guys asking me questions about hey, how the thing works, and asking me to send out films, which I obviously do. But really, if there is anything I can do to help the guys out there, I'll sincerely will do that.
We really appreciate that. Hey, keep up the great work, and we appreciate you talking to us.
Definitely.